This video will demonstrate how to use E3 Business Analyst to create the information needed in order for you to complete assignment number 3. In this assignment, you are required to find the best and suitable location for this green business. It's a green furnishing or green home center business. It's called Living in a Green Lane, which wants to be located in Palm Beach County, Florida. So first step is for you to log in into E3 Business Analyst. And then you go sign in. If you don't want to use your username and password that I told you, just use the organization's URL and put FAU here. Then click Florida Atlantic University. That will divert you to the SSO system of FAU. Okay, let me put the two-factor authentication and then click yes. Sometimes it may take a little while for the internet to upload their application. So if that's the case, if your internet is slow, you may want to consider either going to the lab at school or go to a library, public library, or maybe FAU library. So I'm going to create a new project for this demonstration. I'm going to call it URP 6200 assignment number 3. And then create. It's going to take a little while, so let's wait. It takes, okay, finish setting up. Okay, that's good. And now let's go to the project. And this is just the overview about your project. Right now, I have not selected anything yet, so you don't have anything here. But I'm gonna select define the area first. So I go to the different geography. I'm gonna find Palm Beach County, Florida. There are 3 different ways to do it. You can search, you can select from map, or you can select from full list. I'm going to use this method, and you can see you can select whatever way you want for the geographies. And then go to counties, and I want Florida. And the list of Florida counties, then you go to Palm Beach County. And make sure you click finish. Otherwise, here it's not gonna show up, okay? So click finish the selection, and then you can collapse this if you don't want it. And so far I don't want this one, so I close it for now, okay? And then I wanna create a color-coded maps. So I go to create maps, color-coded maps. And then I want to browse all the variables. Income is here, but I'm gonna still try to find it. So browse all variables, and then on the left side of the window, find the income. And then this is because the income is oftentimes most often used, median household income, so it's oftentimes on the top, okay? Popular variables, but you also have to double check, make sure it's median, okay, not like percentages or some other things. So it looks good, and let me click this, and it's retrieving data. But now you look at this, it's like, okay, the entire county only has one category. It doesn't make sense. So what do? That means the display is not display in their block groups. And then you click analysis extend, go to current map extent. And now you see it's the entire county at the census block group level. And with all the, if you hover around, you can see different block groups. And then I don't want the, right now, because I'm going to export this map. When I export, you will see Palm Beach County is selected, and I don't want that shade. So I go to my project, and then I just simply unclick it. And now you see it looks so much better. And then I want to export this map to a JPEG. So I go to the right side of the pane, you will see there are different tools here. So you choose create PDF or image, and then you go to image and then show legend and some other things. If you want to, you can also adjust your windows to make it smaller, like this side, so it doesn't show as much of the west of the county. Okay, you can do that, do some adjustment, and then you save as JPEG. It's creating the JPEG image. Okay, once it's created, it's gonna ask you where you want to save it. So sometimes it's very slow. This is the income once you save it and stuff, and also possible sometimes it would save in a default place. And now you can create another variable. So go to the color-coded maps again. Yeah, my internet is slow. Okay, so I think it's still trying to save. That's why I'm not able to. Hold on, let's see. Okay, so now I'm gonna have another color-coded map. Yeah, so now ask me to save. And I'll just save it to income, to whatever the place I want to have. And now I want a second variable. So I get rid of this. And okay, actually, let's say I don't want to save the layer. If you want to save the layer, you can do that. But I'm going to just go back and create the another map. Okay, now I want the education level. This is the part I want to mention, okay? So I want percentages here. You'll see this is a variable I want, but I want percentage population with a bachelor's degree among the population older than 25 years old. So I click this, and you repeat the procedure. And you want to make sure the map extent is current map extent, and you want to make sure that you only have 3 classes, and then you want a quantile, and now it's created, and then you can just do the export the image again. Okay, so I'm not going to repeat that procedure. And then you do the median housing value. So once you create all those maps, you can save your layer, or you can decide not to save it. It's up to you. But now I'm going to demonstrate the second part, which is to create smart maps. And then you go to create map, smart map search. Smart map search basically to help you to generate all the variables all at once, okay? You go to browse all variables, and then you want income, median household income, then you want education. You can continue to choose, okay? In this case, make sure it's percentage. Okay, make sure it's percentage, please, for education. And then housing value. So I'm gonna have median housing value, which is, I think, is dragged down around here. Oh, that's 2029. I only want 2024. Okay, so it's here. And then I want a total number of households. You see that history has abundance of information, even has the projection up to 2029. So it's a very great tool if you have access to it, okay? But unfortunately, in the future, once you start working, maybe your workplace would not have the subscription. In that case, you may have to use some other tools in order for you to get the census data. But GIS, this is GIS, this is extension. So I assume if your community has a very comprehensive GIS program, then I assume this might be included. So you choose the total household. Now you make sure all the variables are there. Okay, you double check percentage, value, and stuff. Okay, and then you can either save the list or you can just apply. Make sure you hit the apply, otherwise it's not going to come up. Okay, so for income, you can slide it, or you can just put a number here. I'm going to put number so it's easier. So I'm going to put 70,000, click enter, and I'm going to put 30%, click enter. Median home value, I want 400,000, enter. And then I want total household 2,000. I click enter. And then you will see, if you want to save your layer, you can just give a layer name. Okay, maybe like, yeah, I guess you can name it whatever you want. I'll just keep the way it is to save some time. So how do I know the tracks which are selected? Because sometimes the map extent doesn't show all the block groups. Sorry, it should be block groups, not tracks. Okay, this comes handy for those charts. Okay, so this table, once you open this table, you can see all the block groups which meet the criteria, and you can export that to Excel. So, you know, I'll just save it into one of your folders and click save. And now you have that table. You have that table which meet all the criteria. And now let's save the layer again. I guess I've already saved. Okay. And then we're gonna go to the third step to identify shopping centers located within the qualified block groups. Okay. So now I'm gonna go to maps, create maps. I want a point of interest. Point interest, I'm gonna have shopping centers. And shopping centers, then you can see which kind of shopping center is actually very close to your block groups. And you see this one, and you see there are 5 here, and okay, this is you have to select some of them here. 3 locations. You have Wheeler Plaza, Village Shops, and Jupiter Square Shops, etc. You can zoom in if you want and just kind of explore that. So when I zoom in, I find a few more, and you find this one and some others. Okay, if you want to check all of them, you can just pan them around, okay, and find all the tracks which would meet the criteria with the shopping center. And here is another one. Another one is Delray Marketplace. Okay, so you explore the shopping center, do some research, and then maybe you find this one. You want to decide, okay, I'm going to choose Delray Marketplace. And then you go there and try to do some analysis about this place. So you do drive time analysis and more options and some other things. So let's see. And then I did a drive time analysis for this place that I selected. And then you can also do some other analysis. Let's see, I want to make it a little bit smaller. Okay. And then you want to do maybe infographics. Okay. So there are different types of infographics. You can see that housing market characteristics, healthcare, community change, target market summary, etc. Okay. So let's say we want this one, and then we just run some infographics. Wow, looks nice, right? Excuse me. And then you go there, and then you can change whatever you want, or fit page, how many page you want. And this is for 5 minutes. If you want, you can change to 10 minutes, 15 minutes. You can, if you like, okay, I like this, and then you can just export the infographics, and then you can export as image file, and then you can insert that into your report. If you want to change the infographics, like for example, I want to change to, let's see, I want to see some shopping and spending to get some ideas about this market. Wow, look, it looks nice, right? And you can get most details on which kind of spending habits of people have. It looks like they spend a lot on management, property management and management, upkeep, cash gifts, potential, and some other things. Okay. If you want to see maybe they're spending on home centers, and those are the sometimes they have multiple pages, okay, but this is just one page, and then you can just explore, like say maybe Tapestry to see the consumers. Okay, Tapestry usually have multiple pages, so you can see the segmentation. You can see their household budget index, and to see which, how much they budget. Home center, I imagine, is related to housing. Okay, so you can see that, and that means, index is 125, and then would explain why. Okay, so those the infographics. They are very handy. And you can just explore them and find out the best and put them into your report and explain them. Then maybe you also want to find the competitive industries, right? In that way, you can do some other like some more shopping, some more search. You want to find maybe like home centers or garden centers, whatever you want to put a search there. So, okay, you see this one here showed up by Delray Marketplace, and that's sales center. Maybe it does have some home centers, okay, but let's see how about garden centers. Okay, then garden centers, they have one closer, Walmart garden center, so it's a little bit closer, but that's not really it's not really considered competitors in this case. Or you can find maybe like, let's see, furniture stores. Oh, you don't find any. Maybe Dory Marketplace will be a good place to choose. Okay, but you don't know until you explore all the potential shopping centers that located close to or within the block groups which meet the criteria. Okay, if you want additional analysis, you can do like run analysis to run some suitability analysis and void analysis, and you can play the video to see how you're going to do that. And other than that, all the information here are the required information for you to be in your report. The suitability and the void analysis will be just additional work and optional. Okay, let me know if you have any questions.